Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm happy to have you here. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Jody. I'm an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you. Today, we are finding out what your shadow self wants you to know. We all have a shadow self, and it's good to dive into it sometimes and see what's going on there, bring it into the light to help us better understand ourselves. I'm just taking a moment to clear the decks that I'll be using in this reading. Quick reminder that this is a collective reading, not an individual reading. So please take the messages that are coming through and resonating with you and leave the rest. If you ever want to find out about any of my services, you can always do that at thespiritexperience.com. So we're going to pick together to give you a better idea of which pile you're being called to get the messages that you need. I've already pulled from the Angels of Atlantis deck for our base piles here. These are messages from angels with a theme energy. And now I'm going to give us a little bit of fun, light from the Oracle of Ease. So we'll pull these together. Just focus on which pile is calling to you. Okay, there's card number one, pile one. Okay. There's card two for pile number two. All right. And lastly, group three, pile three. What does the Oracle of E have to tell you? There it is. Okay. Pile three. They're asking me to put charms on them now. I thought we were going to be doing that during the reading, but I guess we shall always listen to spirit. So let's see what kind of charms we have as well. The Wishing Well charm for pile and group one. Boop. Two, group two. The Cowboy boot. Again, you're seeing which pile is calling to you. That's going to give you the messages that your shadow self wants you to know right now. What does your shadow self want you to know? And pile three. Oh, that one. That's the angel wings there for you, pile number three. All right, take a good look, and then when you've made your selection, you can head down to the description to hop right ahead to your reading in the timestamps. Hello, group one, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose the card pile all the way to the left with the Wishing Well charm. So we are just going to set that aside here for you. Now, the Wishing Well charm is all about making a wish, talking to your spirit team about it, being very clear, and then allowing that wish to settle into a knowing so that you can have faith and belief and sit in the knowing instead of constantly reiterating, the wish again and again and again as if spirit hasn't heard it. So it looks like there's some energy that's going to allow you to, thank you, dream big, group number one, right off the bat. Let's see what we have under your Angels and Atlantis card. Metatron, the Mercy card. Now, Metatron is a very powerful archangel. He is beautiful at allowing you to step into forgiveness of yourself, provide yourself, thank you, with mercy. He's obviously aiding you, as you can see in the picture, in doing that for yourself now and possibly for others. They said for some of you, it will also be for others. But you've got to be able to provide that for yourself first, group one. And so you can call on Metatron. That's a nice vibe. This feels a bit heavy to me. I'm interested to see what's going to come up for you in your cards. We're going to leave the Oracle of E for the end because I just love a light, kind of spunky message to close a reading. And I'm going to check out what's been going on in that shadow of yours and what your shadow self has been experiencing. The Nine of Cups. And one more from this deck, please. Yeah. They're saying like there has been success is yours is how they're saying it. Success is yours. The King of Discs. So yes. So you've obviously had some kind of success, especially on the physical plane here. You've been able to reach, bring things to fulfillment. So maybe you've reached a point where you feel like you're really making a good living, or you've made some adjustments in your home life that feel wonderful. And as you look around, you're feeling really, really great about them. They're talking about the narrative in your head that's not aligning with this. And so, if you've been like going, well, it's still not enough. What's next? What's next? Instead of being able to sit in the fulfillment, sit in the energy of success. Thank you. Energy of success. Oof. Gonna get some more information. Whoa, these cards are lively. Gonna get 3 here. 5 of crystals. Yeah, it's like they're talking about how you need to spend some time enjoying group number 1. So you've been very successful. Well done, you. Give yourself a break. Give yourself, yeah. They're saying sometimes like you're impatient and you're always looking to the next thing. And so it's coming up in order for you to be able to see another 5 here. 5 of feathers, which is the 5 of swords in this deck. In the reverse position, always looking to the next strategy to your detriment. So it's really time for you to be able to enjoy, it looks like. You haven't maybe been able to step into that. You're a powerhouse, they just said. You're a powerhouse, group 1. And so, you know, sometimes the success is never enough. Like it's never enough. It's never enough. So if you've got that narrative going on, just know that it's actually safe and important for you to be able to enjoy some of that. See, 6 of shells, 6 of cups, we want to look back and enjoy. So take a look. Looks like you need to take a look at what it is you've been going through. Not only that, but specifically group 1, you know, you need to look back at what it is that you've accomplished, essentially, especially on the physical plane. Where have you been able to make huge strides as it concerns, like I said, your home, your really close relationships, your finances. Yes, thank you. The belief system needs to align with that, and they want you to sit in it for a bit. And so your shadow, we're asking what your shadow self wants you to know. You've been always hammering it a bit, saying like, okay, I've done this, what's next? Like it's never enough. It's never good enough. That's what it feels like. Or it's like, yay, I did good. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. And they don't want you doing that. They want you to be able to enjoy. Stop for a minute. Look back at what you've accomplished. Look back at what you've done and be able to, it's not just give yourself a pat on the back. It's like step into your power in a very divine way and stop making these, stop avoiding, thank you. Stop avoiding that. As if it's a bad thing for you to pat yourself on the back or to go like, wow, I've been able to accomplish some amazing things. It's okay for me to sit in that and to acknowledge that. It doesn't make me like a bad person or a crazy egotistical person, or like, thank you, a show off is what they said, a show off. So if you've kind of been making yourself small or trying to move too quickly on to the next thing to just conquer, they're asking you to take some time. I'm going to see what's coming up here. this is like what they want you to bring to the light. So yes, it's like sharing your wealth, sharing your accomplishments, sharing on the physical plane, getting together. Yeah, like have a party. They just said, it like, for instance, if you purchased a new home and you were able to do that for yourself, if you got to a point where you decided that, you know, it was time for you to do that, that's a huge accomplishment. That's a beautiful thing. Have a housewarming party for yourself. You know, you don't have to be like, oh no, that's so cliche and make up all of these negative narratives about it. Share the wealth, share the warmth, share what you've accomplished. Again, it's not an egotistical thing. It's from a divine place where you're acknowledging yourself. They want you bringing it literally into the light. Oh my God. I mean, group one, it's what you need to do. Double threes here, double threes. So yes, sharing, experiencing joy, celebrating with other people. Okay. It's time to celebrate your wins there. Group number one. 2 3s. I mean, that couldn't be any more clear. Bring it into the light. Your accomplishments, what you've done. It's safe for you to do that now. Woo. 10 of feathers. Time to let that old stuff go. 10 of swords. That's a painful ending. So this might be difficult for you to do, group number one, but the joy is just right there asking for you to bring it into the light. And so it's time to stop. Realize that you've come to a conclusion of these kind of cutting thoughts that make you feel like there's always something else that you have to achieve. And yeah, this is great, but I can still do more. Don't compliment me. Don't acknowledge me. It's fine. This is what I do. This is what I do. That kind of energy, they're asking for you to allow yourself to realize not only that has come to an end, but start healing from it. And this is the way to do it. That it's okay to share with others. That it's okay to have somebody say, wow, what a beautiful home, or wow, what a nice what have you, because it's really physical plane here that's giving you emotional fulfillment, but you're keeping it in your shadow. That's what needs to be brought out to the light for you. Thank you. 4 of Acorns, yes. They're like just hammering the point. This is the 4 of Wands, very community-oriented, being in the spotlight kind of card. And it's showing up reversed here for you, group one. So it's like they're reiterating, it's okay to do that. You don't have to hide these things from the light. They actually would like you very much so to bring them in and to allow yourself to have some celebration energy vibing with that. It's like, give yourself, see how Metatron's helping you here? Give yourself this energy, forgiveness, mercy, give yourself a break with that. It's not serving you anymore. It doesn't actually, thank you. It doesn't align with the wish fulfillment, really. You already have it. You need to step into it now and stop looking for the next coin to toss in that well and just move on. It's like you've got a pocket full of coins and you just keep pulling them and tossing them, pulling them and tossing them. And your wishes are coming true because you're working for it, and you're really amazing at what you set your mind to and what you want to do and bring to fruition or manifest. But you just run back to that well and toss another one in without stopping to sit in gratitude and acknowledgement for what you've accomplished, and without sharing with others and allowing yourself, thank you, to receive. So give yourself this energy, connect with Metatron, and play. They just said, plan something small. I feel like your team, your spirit team, is going to be watching to see what you do with this kind of guidance. It doesn't have to be this huge thing, but allowing yourself a little bit of celebration energy and acknowledging that this kind of negative narrative in your head needs to end. Yes, see, here we go. 6 of Feathers. It will help you transition out of this negative narrative. Something has come to a close here. The way that you're thinking about yourself and your accomplishments and what you've been able to do, it's time to share with people. This will allow you to be assisted through the transition. And obviously we understand you have Metatron there, which he's so beautiful and powerful. Sometimes he can feel overwhelming. So if you feel like you're overwhelmed by him, just know that he's there whenever you need him. You can accept intentionally his influence whenever it is that you like. Sometimes, like I said, he can be overwhelming. He's so helpful to people on the physical plane. And in this case, he's really allowing you to provide yourself with that compassion, that break, that mercy, just closing out this cycle and transitioning out to something better. You're going to still be able to manifest. It doesn't affect your manifestation. It's just the wholeness that you're going to experience by being able to feel acknowledged, be acknowledged, accept and receive that, wow, that looks great. Wow, what a good job. And just saying, oh, thank you. Instead of, no, it's nothing. And like sort of casting your accomplishments aside, now they're asking you to allow yourself to receive those compliments. All right, let's see what's under the Oracle of E card that you chose to close out your reading group 1. See, I love this deck. Woo, woo. Okay, and you have to say it like that. You can't say it, boring, with some enthusiasm, they said. Woo, woo. All right, let's read it from the deck. Wow, look at, this is 43. The card page, the page is 43 and the card is 43. That's interesting. Did she do that on? Yeah, she did for all of them, Spirit. Okay, thank you. They're wanting the 7. So just pay attention if you're seeing 7s in your life. Because I'm like, they're on every page. They said it's the number, Jody. It's the number that they want. Looking for other 7s. You've got 5s. You got the 6 of feathers. I don't see any other 7s, but there's some reason they're bringing up the 7s for you, group 1, before I get into reading this. So just look for 7s. 7s are great. It's a reconnection to your spiritual self while you're moving forward. It's also, lucky number 7. So, okay, let's see. It's party time. Hang the streamers, invite your friends, put on your dancing shoes. There has never been a better time to fist bump everyone you know. Joy to the world. Smile till your face hurts. Smile till your face hurts, group number 1. I don't know if you could have a better message to close out this reading. Thank you so much. I hope that this resonated with you. And if you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. And just let me know if you're vibing this out, this celebration energy. If you know someone else that you think would find this reading helpful, please feel free to share it with them so they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Thank you so much, group number 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose the middle pile with the little cowboy boot. Now, normally this means to kick up your heels, but today, for you, they were talking about the spur here. So I'm wondering what's going to come up on that angle to explain a bit more, but they were really focusing on that before I began your reading group 2. Now, I am not by any means a cowgirl. I have, no experience with that. So if this boot is resonating with you in a way, or it feels like, it's almost like they're making me feel like you need a kick in the, to move forward. And so I'm not sure exactly what the spur piece of it is, but it makes me feel like they're wanting you to, because like I said, normally I would, read that with a dancing kind of kick up your heels fun vibe, which we may be pulling in as well. But also there's this kind of kick you in the butt kind of energy that's coming with that for you, group 2, today. So let's see which angel is helping you and what kind of theme you have going on here. Metatron. Wow. If you were called to another reading, he's showing up in another reading as well. So feel free to, watch and listen to multiple readings if you're being called to multiple readings. Metatron and the Wisdom card. Metatron is such a powerful archangel, and he really does assist us humans with a bunch of things. He's not only wise, it's because he knows how us humans feel and what we go through. And so he assists us in that way. Again, as I said, he's a very powerful human. They're asking me to look at this. Oh, the diamond, right? See the diamond there? Whoa. See the diamond there? You see that in the middle? They're talking about like the different facets of yourself and the different pieces of wisdom that you have. To tap into that, not only from, to move you through what you're going through. Okay, to move you through what you're going through. Group 2, not only what you know now in your logical mind, right, from this lifetime, but tapping into wisdom that you've carried through many lifetimes. He's been human. He knows what the human experience is like, and he also is helpful in accessing that kind of wisdom that you've had through your different incarnations. Let's see what your shadow self has to tell you here. What's been going on for you or coming up for you? We're going to save this Oracle of E till the end of your reading, just because I like a nice light flip on. Okay. Message at the end, you know, it's always nice. Okay. Thank you. King of Swords. So massive intelligence for you there, group 2. Overdoing, they just said. Okay. Sometimes I can be like, I know everything, I know it all, and you're going to listen to me because I know everything and no one else can talk. It's not showing up reverse, but it is showing up through what I can hear Spirit saying. Let's see. Oh, okay. The Death card, which is just, it's not a bad card, right? It just means something is coming to an end. And talk about what your shadow self wants you to know. It's like really acknowledging, yes, the darkness and how it feels when something concludes or closes. I'm just listening. Oh, thank you. This is the opposite, they're saying to me. The opposite, Jody. So not sharing your ideas, not communicating your beautiful thoughts and your really intelligent, strategic ways, perhaps. So you are a good communicator. Maybe someone silenced you. You got Spirit kind of, again, they're like kicking you in the butt with that. I keep asking, what is the charm? So let's get some more information here with what's gone on. If somebody's been kind of maybe you're dealing with a massive egotistical King of Swords, and then they've silenced your voice, and that needs to come to an end, or something has come to an end as a result of that. 4 of Feathers, rest energy. Have you taken a break, group 2? Yes. It's like you weren't able to use your voice, and so something had to come to an end, and you've been resting. The 3 of Wands. And, yes, envisioning your future, so well done you. Maybe time to move here. They're saying, like, I'm looking at what's old and what's happened. So, like, what's happened in your past and what's been going on. It's beautiful that you're starting to really vibe out what might be available for you in the future. The 8 of Acorns is about being able to look toward the future with hope and passion and inspiration, and understanding that, you know, you wait for the right time to move forward. You're going to get an opportunity, they just said, to do that, to use your wisdom. It's like beating yourself up for either not using your voice or someone not understanding what you're saying, or like a clashing energy. And it had to come to an end. And if it hasn't ended yet, it's time to end it. There, group number 2. And rest a bit and look to the future. Yes, see, you're going to get new insights. Beautiful. New insights for the future. So if that's already been happening, you're on the right track. Group number 2, they're going to probably ask you to bring them out. I am going to look for what's happening, because obviously Metatron's reconnecting you with the wisdom that you already have. And if you've been either silenced or not able to step into this energy, or if you're dealing with an egotistical person who's using their words to cut you down, or again, they're a know-it-all, right? And they're the only one who can talk, or they like interrupt you all the time. Those kinds of things. If that has already ended, just allow yourself to be in gratitude about it, because it was divinely ordered in order for you to get the help you need from Metatron to rest, to start to seek and see the future and get new insights. So if that's been happening for you, like I said, you're on the right track there, group 2. I want to see what they want to bring into the light, what your shadow self is kind of not wanting to hide, thank you, anymore. Okay, group 2, Emperor energy. This is stepping into your grounded power on the physical plane. And it's the father figure where you're able to use what you know to bring into form in a really amazing, powerful, balanced, next level way. See this? Wisdom energy. Wisdom energy. So Metatron will help you do that. If this situation or this ending has been getting you down and tagging you in your mind, they're saying like you're in a cycle, like you're up and you get these insights and you're like, oh, maybe I could, or this feels good, and then you kind of dip and beat yourself up. That kind of stuff is not available in the future. This happened so you could step into the Emperor energy, where you have a power over your mind and you understand what I think I can bring into life. I can make it happen. These new insights that I am receiving, I am in control. So see this, if something was not fair, you want this upright? Upright? Okay, yeah, we're keeping it this way. If something was not fair or not just, the way that they're saying it is kind of take the lesson. That's why the spur. See that? Okay, thank you. Don't let yourself be weighed down by whoever this person was or whatever that influence was. It's not worth it for you, okay? It's time to step back into the light in this kind of energy, this Emperor energy, group 2. Don't let this weigh you down. It's time to, it's like Spirit's going to be kicking you to leave this behind, to let it die. Let it die. If it was unfair, you can move forward understanding that you're the one who is in charge of your life and who is in charge of your choices. And if it's not fair, then yeah, you can speak up. You don't need to be silenced, and you don't have to do that in a way that is, disrespectful or inconsiderate. You actually can use your amazing power and step into your power on the physical plane so that this isn't going to happen. They want you to learn the lesson and take the lesson and then move on. Move on. Don't let it stop. Don't let this, it's like I said, it's like a clashing energy. Don't let that stop you from moving into your power and using your wisdom. Queen of Crystals. Just going to get more info. Queen of Crystals, I'll show it to you up right there. Comfort, prosperity in the reverse position. Yeah, it's like you don't want to use that. Use what you have. You don't want to use the power that you have, especially of mind and of manifestation, against yourself or against other people. It's not going to bring you what you want to do that. They want these too. Thank you. 7 of Crystals. Yes, you have options. Okay, options and results. This is like telling you, remember that you've, yes. You've already done quite a bit of work. Whatever happened here, it doesn't negate what you've already learned, what you've already been through, the work that you've already put in. And so you'll be able to see some of the results from that, or you may see options coming to begin something new. I just want to see what this is. Yeah, the wheel of life showing up reversed they said this is a warning for them. Okay, this is the kick in the butt that they're talking about here with this spur. It's like the wheel of fortune, you can't mess with it. It's the divine influence and divine intervention and things being set up, and it's coming right on the back of the Seven of Crystals. So you have the influence of the divine helping you to show you what kind of options you have and to help you see the results of everything that you've already worked for, already been through, already understood, right? So you have to be in alignment with your wisdom. Ask Metatron to help you see the different facets of yourself and what you already know so that you can step into this and leave this energy behind, right? Take the lesson and move on. Don't keep trying to right the wrong that you have no control over. Don't keep trying to seek fairness if you don't have control over it. It's like they don't want you to get lost in that. They just showed me the word resentment. So it's like lost in resentment. They want you to be able to seek the lesson, be grateful for the lesson, take the wisdom, and be the emperor of your own life. You're going to have choices here, and they don't want you to wield your power negatively to be rude or to kind of, like I said, work from resentment. And again, remember the divine influence here, because you have control over your choices, etc. But we always have the influence of the divine, and Spirit's telling you they're going to be kicking it forward and giving you opportunity, change, and possibilities. That's what the Wheel of Fortune brings. When it's reversed, they're just warning you, don't fight those changes. Acknowledge and respect the divine source in your life as something really positive in order for you to be able to take the divine opportunities and use the wisdom that you have, that you're remembering, use the lessons that you've learned, and step into the Emperor energy. All right, let's take a look at what you have to close out your reading under this Oracle of E card. Entangled. Ooh, okay, let's read it. 13. Lucky, they just said lucky number 13. Okay. You would probably call what's about to happen synchronicity, or maybe even coincidence. Au contraire, the big truth is you are already connected to everything and everyone. Quantum physics has its own name for it, entanglement. The reason it appears that all ducks are lining up on your behalf right now is because you're finally paying attention. Let the games begin. All right, group number 2, let the games begin. Trust in spirit and trust in your own wisdom and step into the power of your life. I hope that this resonated with you, group 2. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. And if you know someone else that might find this reading helpful, please share it with them so they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose card pile number 3 all the way to the right with the angel wings. I'm just going to set those aside. You have amazing amount of help from the angels, your spirit team, crossed over loved ones, etc. I'm interested to see what angel you have under here and what kind of theme energy you've got going. So let's get right to it. We're looking at what your shadow self wants you to know and also what it wants you to bring into the light, which is great. All right, let's see what you've got under here. Raziel, retreat. Just listening for you, group 3. They're saying to back off and accept support. I am interested to see what kind of information we're going to get for you, group number 3, with that kind of open. This is also a resting energy, okay? Calling on Raziel to help you rest, recoup, take a step back. Thank you. They just said, and trust in the rearranging that's going on. So, you know, you're being guided and protected through whatever it is that you're going through, completely supported. Let's get more information for what's been going on, what you may have been kind of dealing with here. in the inner, yes, in the inner workings, the inner darkness, the inner pieces of yourself, and what's gone on for you and your experience, and what kind of support you've got going here. The Four of Discs. Four of Pentacles is a stability card. It's a beautiful card. Sometimes it can be like a tendency towards scarcity here. And the Princess of Discs. So really looking at new ways, or they just said, you've been trying too hard. I whispered that because they whispered it. You've been trying too hard, group 3. You've been trying too hard. Yes, you will be able to grow what it is that you want. Group number 3, they're talking about this retreat card, talking about giving yourself the permission. Thank you. Giving yourself the permission to take a break and sit with like where you are. They keep saying the trying, it's like the trying piece has to go. That's what's being brought out into the light here, because sometimes as we continue to work and move forward, you've got two really grounding forces coming in here, there with that discs or pentacles energy. We can get in the way of spirit. And so you are protected as you move forward and you keep trucking. I feel like you're trying to start something else or trying to start something new, connected to money or business, or like a new way to collaborate. 5 of Feathers. Yeah, strategy, resilience. So you've definitely got what it takes, group 3. It's not about that at all. It's just sometimes it's like they're saying you overdo it. That's what they said. Sometimes you overdo it. It's like you're trying too hard, and some of that is wonderful, but knowing when it's time to show up and try and do the thing, and when it's time to step away and accept the support and wait for the next message to come through. The Empress, beauty, abundance. This is also the Empress is the mother energy. See, she can grow anything. It's like sometimes you don't trust that with yourself, that you're always like, I got to show up, I got to do it. If I don't do it, if I don't do it, if I don't show up, and like questioning yourself as to whether or not you can actually bring things to fruition. Obviously you can. Yeah, you have abundant energy. I feel like your spirit team is just saying like, rest is also needed. It's about like a balanced energy. Ooh, that one's popping right out. 6 of Pentacles. Synergy and gratitude, but it's showing up reversed here. So it's like you're probably giving too much. I feel like you're just giving way too much and trying way too hard, and you're not recognizing that spirit's there to guide you as well. And stopping to retreat within yourself, to take a break, is going to be really necessary for you, group 3. They're bringing it into the light for us to talk about it, so that you know that it's okay to do that. So if you've got something in your shadow, or kind of a limiting belief, or something that you keep telling yourself, like, it's not okay, I just have to keep going, that's how I'm gonna be able to get into this Empress energy, or feel like I'm really growing things, or feel like I'm worthy, thank you. This could be also like worthy of a relationship, worthy of love, that you're going to have something growing in your life. If you are trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying ad nauseum, spirit, there's no space for spirit. And look, they're showing up, and Raziel's helping you to do that. So you've got to tap into his energy, his high level angel type of energy, and accept that. Go like, oh my God, thank you. This is really uncomfortable, they're saying. This might be very uncomfortable for you, because you have a narrative going on that says, if I stop trying, that means I'm not going to get to grow things, or I'm not going to be able to bring things to fruition, or I'm not going to be abundant, or I'm not going to be able to receive love, etc. You need a break, and your team is just kind of going, listen, it's wonderful that you're so active on the physical plane, but we also need some space to be able to bring stuff in. Let's see what needs to come to the light for you. So sharing either some of the responsibilities, or it's like I'm asking them if they want to talk about fun. It's like if there are tasks, you can take a break from some of that. Delegate if you need to. Bring others, include others in it. Let's see what else you've got here. Like, you don't have to do everything yourself. You don't have to be the only one trying, giving 150 and 200% all the time. Sometimes you need to give 150% to having a day off or relaxing and letting things permeate and kind of giving yourself the energy that you're always putting out. Thank you. 10 of Cups. Yeah. See, that's how you're going to create this wonderful, it's like community is the word they're giving me. Community type of energy where it feels like everything is working and everybody's fulfilled, not just you, and you are not the only one who has to fulfill everybody. And so they want you to release this narrative. It's like that has to come into the light. You're not the only one who needs to be making everything come together and fulfilling everybody. If you've got 10 people, one of them is you. You don't need to be filling all of the other cups. Things will come together if you start delegating and allowing other people to take some of the, what I want to say is pressure, but it feels self-imposed, group 3. And that's why Spirit's like, just stop trying so hard. It's okay. You're already worthy. You're already able to step into abundance. You're already abundant. You're already the Empress. You don't have to do everything all the time for everyone. And it's like burnout. Thank you. Burnout is, and sometimes that is divine, right? Like if we keep pushing and pushing in Spirit and we're not listening, then we feel like burnout, and that forces us to rest. And you're being asked and told right now, kill that narrative and allow yourself to take a break, move back, and accept the support of the divine, and possibly, thank you, the insights. Yeah, I want to say, see the Hanged Man there for you, showing up reverse. It's like they're telling you, we need you to have a moment of break. If you keep moving forward like this, you're not going to be able to see anything from any other perspective. And also, you may not be able to pick up on what we're showing you. And it's kind of important because it helps bring this beautiful community, loving, fulfillment kind of energy into your life. We need you to pay attention and take a break. Let us work some of our magic. You want these? Let us work some of our magic is what your team is telling you. That has to, you need a break. Page of Shells. Let's look at it this way. Intuition, inspiration. See, I feel like you're just up in your mind and there's some kind of repetitive narrative that they're asking you to break. Like you don't have to continue trying. And this will allow you to step into the new perspective, which is going to provide you with intuition and inspiration. You've got all warnings here in what Spirit is basically asking of you. 8 of Feathers, 8 of Swords. This can be a difficult energy, but you've got it reversed. So they're telling you, you're going to receive the insights and inspiration you need. You're going to be able to access a different perspective that's going to provide you, thank you, with a new way to see yourself. The 8 of Swords is like you're viewing yourself in a certain kind of way that isn't serving you. And Spirit's telling you that you're going to be able to relieve yourself of that if you'd like. That it needs to come out into the light that you're doing that so that you can come out of that and start thinking of yourself in the Empress energy, alignment, that yes, thank you. You doing the footwork is how they're saying it. You doing the footwork or like pounding the pavement doesn't equal abundance. doesn't equal success necessarily, because it's a balance. So only pounding the pavement isn't going to provide you with what you want. You have to bring others in and give yourself some time, retreat for a while, and ask Spirit and listen, because you're being protected, supported, and given the answers, they're saying. But if you don't take time to listen, you don't know what the answer is. So you're looking for a new perspective and leaving room for that. And like they said, it might feel really uncomfortable, group 3, but they're going to give you a different way of looking at things, allow you to feel inspired again as a result, and it's going to move you out of that negative narrative that you've been telling yourself about yourself. All right, let us end your reading to see what kind of guidance and message you have from the Oracle of E, group 3. Musing right along. Number 18. Musing right along. Let's see here. Okay. Might as well write your acceptance speech. Your creative mojo is in rare form. You're going to be able to get the insights. Inspired ideas, brilliant schemes, and colossal plans are streaming in from every direction, courtesy of your inner muse. Get out a bucket and drink in the sweet nectar of inventiveness and fun. So there's the fun word I was looking for Spirit to give me, but we just got it through here. And so you see, you will be inspired in a different way once you allow room for Spirit in your life. Take those breaks. Tap into Raziel to help you do that, and you're going to shift the narrative about how it is you grow things, create, and manifest, how it is you are abundant, and what your true qualities are. And you've got, of course, the help of Spirit and your Spirit team all along the way, group 3. I hope that this served you. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. If you know somebody else who you think might find it helpful, please share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Thank you so much, group number 3.